So 8 months ago, I had a baby, Kasey, and my life literally totally changed. It's been this crazy, amazing adventure with a lot of ups and a lot of downs. Well, not that many downs, but I just wanted to make this video to be real about the experience I've gone through of what it's like to be building a business and have a baby at the same time. Because I know so many of us go through this and it is a really crazy time, so I just want to talk about it. So yeah, in this video I'm going to talk about my experience of what it was like when he was actually born. I made a video already which is out there, which is all about how to actually prepare yourself for having a baby, or it's just kind of the things that really helped me to prepare. So definitely check that out if you haven't already. Okay, so here's the thing. You can never anticipate what it's actually going to be like to have a baby. Like, no matter what people tell you, or you know, how many people tell you, oh, it's going to be like this, it's going to be like that. You just can never actually anticipate what it's actually going to be like for you. Well, firstly, Kasey did not come on time. I was like, I'm sure he's going to come early and it's going to be like 6 hours of labour. No. He was like nearly 2 weeks late, 4 days of labour basically. It was ridiculous. It was quite the experience. But then when he was actually born, obviously everything completely changed. So I had prepared myself to know that I was going to take at least 2.5 months off. So he was born on the 18th of October and I knew for sure that I was going to take off, you know, I wasn't going to be going back to work until the new year. So I gave myself that space to be able to be with him. However, even though I gave myself the space to be with him, I had so many days where I felt so guilty, because at the end of the day, FEA was my business baby. It was like my first little baby, and I kind of missed it working a little bit, and I felt really guilty that other people were working on building FEA and I wasn't there. I wasn't part of it. I wasn't checking in every day. I wasn't part of the day-to-day. And it was weird because, you know, if you already have an established business and then you have a baby, you're used to being part of that business every day. You're passionate about it, you're excited about it. So to be taken out of that and to not be in contact with it anymore is really weird. And I definitely felt an enormous amount of guilt for not working. And then I also then got into a struggle where I started to do a little bit of work because I felt guilty. And then I would be having calls and Kasey would be on my knee or something. And I'd feel like so crap. So like, what am I doing? I'm being crap at having a business call. I'm being crap at being a mom. Like, what is happening to me right now? So that was another struggle that I really had, where I was just trying to do both things, and I was just not doing a good job, and I wasn't honouring the vision that I'd created for myself, where I said to myself, Carrie, just take this time off to enjoy it. I just wasn't honouring it because I felt guilty. And so that was really, really frustrating. And then one of the biggest struggles though was I felt so totally disconnected from the business. I had absolutely no inspiration. So like, all I wanted to do on Instagram was post out pictures of Kasey, because Kasey was my life. Like, he was all I was thinking about. He was the one I was with every day. I didn't want to post out an inspirational quote about, you know, keep going, because that's not where I was at in my life anymore. Like, it had completely changed. And so, yeah, I really struggled with like, what am I doing anymore? What am I about now? And like, how do I actually continue to build this business and have a baby? So it was this weird time and it was all like a bit blurry. So those were the biggest things that I struggled with. So here are some tips of the things that really helped me throughout the crazy time when Kasey was actually born. The first thing is you have to honour what's just happened. Like, you literally just created a life. Like, that is insane. That is a big creation. And as entrepreneurs, we are so creative. And for me, it was like, I had Kasey, and then it was like, I kind of thought that I should still be able to create for the business, but I was mentally exhausted, and I didn't honour that at the time. And it took for people to say to me, Carrie, just honour what's just happened to you. You don't have to do it all. You don't have to be this superwoman where you're a new mom and you're still building a business. Just chill out and give yourself a break. And I was like, yes, okay, I need to do this. I need to honour what has actually just happened, and realise that I have just gone through a huge creation process. So I can give myself a break from actually trying to create stuff. So that would be the first thing that I would share that really helped me and people kicked me up the backside to make sure that I stuck at that. And that kind of leads on to the second point of just give yourself permission to spend time with your baby and enjoy it, because it goes so fast. And I know so many people will say this, and so many people said it to me, but I really liked people saying it to me because it actually reminded me every time, yes, actually, this time does go really quickly and I want to enjoy it. I want to make the most of it. And I don't want to be worrying about work. I don't want to be feeling guilty. I don't want that. I just want to be happy and I want to just feel excited about this particular adventure. And so I did, and I stopped the guilt. I let go of it all and stopped trying to have it figured out and just thought, you know what, I'm just going to enjoy this. And I loved it when I switched into that frame of mind. I would wake up in the morning and think, what fun adventure are me and Kasey going to go on today? Like, what fun thing are we going to do? And I just wouldn't let work bother me or make me feel bad or guilty, or wouldn't put pressure on myself to have it figured out or to feel, you know, like I did before Kasey came along. And that really, really helped me. So you just have to let go and just bloom and enjoy the whole experience, really. Otherwise you just drive yourself crazy. The next thing that I would share is don't compare yourself to anyone else out there. Firstly, every one of us has a completely different experience when we have a baby. And there's also a lot of people out there who perhaps like started a business when they had a baby and then, or were running a business and then had a baby and then actually experienced one of the most creative phases of their life or of their career, where all of a sudden they had this baby but it made them want to get on and create even more. Like, I know lots of people where that's happened to them. That did not happen for me. I was like, I don't want to even think about work. How are you doing all this stuff? How are you being so creative? And I'd be like, oh, this is making me feel like crap. So I just feel like you just have to stop comparing yourself to other people, because we all know that most of the time we just put the perfect stuff on social media and out there, and it's not really a true reflection perhaps of all the behind the scenes. And so I just think it's so important for us to remember that we are having such a unique and amazing experience for ourselves, and it's different perhaps to other people's, but it doesn't take anything away from our experience. So yeah, for me, I just had to stop looking at everyone else out there and how it was working for them and what they were doing, and just focus on me and what I was doing and how I could make my experience as incredible and as amazing as possible. And once I, again, just focus on doing that, it helped me to just enjoy everything so much more. And the final thing I just wanted to share, I suppose, reinforce is just don't put pressure on yourself to have it all figured out. Like, I think so often for so many of us entrepreneurs, we're such go-getters. We're like, go, 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 like, let's make it happen now, now, now. And when you have a baby, it's just like, you need to get out of that frame of mind, because you don't have it all figured out. It takes so much time to actually, I mean, I have not got anything figured out right now. But like, I think just when you realise, I don't have to have it figured out. This doesn't need to be perfect. I'm just going to go with the flow and enjoy it and learn as I go, and it's going to be great. And when I think you get into that frame of mind, everything feels so much lighter and easier, because you're just giving yourself permission for it to be messy, for it to be chaotic, for it to be this crazy adventure, and then it becomes way more enjoyable. So yes, just don't put pressure on yourself to have it figured out, and just really enjoy every little moment that you get. And yeah, don't beat yourself up and feel bad, and just try and think to yourself, like, this is such a precious time in my life. How can I make it amazing for myself? How can I make sure I do feel grateful? I do feel like I'm enjoying this precious moment that I have, these precious moments that I have. So yeah, so those are some of the things that have helped me. Like, if you have had a baby or you have multiple children, it would be amazing to hear your stories and your experiences. Like, what was it like for you when you had your baby? Like, what helped you get through the transition of going from working and building your own business to not? Or if you were one of those people that actually started your business when you were on maternity leave, how was that for you? I would love to hear your stories and your thoughts, because I know it's so different for all of us, and it's really great when we can like hear true stories from other people. So definitely get involved in the comments. And I'll see you next time, when I'm going to be talking all about my transition now as going back into work, and how I've scheduled my time so that I can be more effective now. I have way less hours in the day to actually work. So I will see you then.